ain't no weak ass bitch, but I honestly don't understand what's everybody beef with Shamea. For me, it's looking very produced beef between her and Angela. I don't like that. I'ma always feel like, how could you move on with a girl who said that she would fuck your husband, but not the girl who laughed at the person who said she would fuck your husband? What's up, y'all, and welcome back to This With The News. If you are a returning subscriber, thank you so much for coming back to watch my videos. If you are new here, please like, comment, and share this video and join the family. First off, y'all know I'm always thank y'all for subscribing to my channel. I am almost at 900 subscribers. If y'all don't know, we are on the road to 1K. So every single one of y'all that watch my videos, like and subscribe, I fuck with y'all, okay? So deep, so tough, real bad, okay? Now, let's get into the recap. So the episode starts off with Cynthia going to Angela's house. And you know, Cynthia, she's always been a bone carrier in some kind of way. Every single season she's been on, she can get a little messy too. No matter how cute and prim and proper and together she looks, she got that little mess in her as well. Now, she instantly starts to spill Shamea tea to Angela. And I'm like, well, goddamn, did you at least take 2 sips of your wine before you start yapping at the mouth? She started telling that girl business, okay? Talking about, even said that, you know, her mama is going through some shit too. Like, she didn't go too much into detail about that because Shamea didn't give her too many details. But it's like, goddamn, damn, Cynthia. She tells Angela that she asked Shamea, like, do you go to therapy? And Shamea said no because she doesn't have time. Now, I feel like you have to make time for therapy. Like, in this world, we don't got a lot of time for anything. Honestly, I don't got time to be doing this shit right now, if I'm being honest. But I'm making time for it, even if it is late. Don't come for me. Now, Angela starts to say like, no, yeah, you have to make time for therapy. And you know, that's why she motherfucking tripping like that, cause she ain't went to therapy. Angela not too much. I think the beef between Angela and Shamea is just so redundant to me. Like, it's like, what's the beef? What's the beef? You got over Portia saying she would fuck your husband, but you ain't getting over Shamea laughing at that. Like, that's this shit. Wrap this shit up, please. Wrap it up. Angela says she wants to throw an event honoring her mom, and Cynthia suggests something like the Bailey Bowl, which is basically like a field day minus all the activities. They come to a common ground and agree to do a basketball game with Charles being a ref. Now we get Portia visiting her mom at her mom's home, which is her old home, which is the home she bought when she divorced her first husband. That was a lot. That was a lot. Now, she's visiting her because this will be like the last time she is in this house. The house got sold. It's time to move on. It's time to get up out of there, okay? Now, a lot of people have been going on about why she didn't sell the house her and Simon had, because it's worth more money. And she like, business-wise, it don't make sense. Stay out of people's pockets, y'all. Just saying. Now, she lets her know that her and Phaedra are planning a trip to Scotland for the girls because they both did do Traders this past year and it was filmed in Scotland, and they kind of want them to go and enjoy that vibe as well. I think that is, you know, Scotland is a very random kind of place to like say, oh, let's do a girls trip, but I'm down for it. I'm down for it, okay? She also tells her that Dennis came over and, you know, he put that bullshit with the ring. And she like, what? What? Yes, girl. I did the same thing. Because Dennis, what's the point? Okay. Portia says in her confessional that she feel like Dennis was saying like, you know, you need to choose me. Like, are you going to choose me right now? And basically kind of like giving her ultimatum. But she says she's not choosing him. She's not choosing him. And she's not choosing her. That means Dennis, Mike, and what's the other girl name? I forgot her name. Sin? No. I forgot. Sorry to that girl, but her, she says she's not choosing any of them. She's choosing herself, as you should. Portia, choose yourself, girl. Choose yourself. Kelly is meeting with a financial advisor to go over her finances, okay? We all know she's been struggling all season. It's been a lot. They tell us every chance they get that her ass is broke. Is it a humiliation ritual? Why did I say that like that? At this point, is it a humiliation ritual? Because why do y'all keep telling us that lady broke? We get it, okay? Now, he asked her how much is she making a month. She said the restaurant is in McDonough is making roughly $75,000 a month, and the new one she opened in Sandy Springs is making roughly $15,000 a month. Now they go all over the expenses, okay, what she's spending. and it's roughly around $22,000 a month. Now, I ain't the best at math, but if you making roughly $90,000 a month and you're spending $22,000 of that plus the amount that you have to put back into, you know, the business. You have to order inventory for the business and pay rent for the business and pay insurance for the business. 2 businesses at that. You might be a little over budget, okay?
Brings in, I would say about $75,000.
Okay.
Maybe $15,000. My Range Rover car payment is about $2,000.
Let's talk about beauty and makeup.
Is that including the lashes or not the lashes?
Let's include lashes.
You might be a little over budget. Now, I understand she say in her confessional, she in her marriage, she was a housewife. So now that she is out of her marriage, this is a whole new territory for her. And I get that. I do get that. I get it. It has to be a culture shock because it's like, what the fuck? I was sitting up pretty and proper, okay? Had a business. The business made whatever it made, but I still had this money to spend for my husband. She going through a little culture shock. Kay is meeting up with her doctor to, you know, talk about the next steps for her, or the next steps for after the procedure she just did. Now, she says that I was a little confused because I didn't know what she was trying to do. I don't know if she was trying to go and get some new implants because, mind you, her ass shots was shots. It was not a BBL, okay? She had shots, injectables. And that's why she says she still has silicone floating around in her body. So I'm like, well, what? Because she said she want to get like an athletic body. And, you know, just we could make it like this, make it like that. But why are you trying to inject anything into your body or implant anything into your body after going through everything that you was going through? That's why I was confused. Like, you know, I'm not shaming anybody. Do what you want with your body. But if you've been through 15 surgeries, because she says she's been through 15 surgeries and she's labeled a chronic pain patient, why would you want to do that to yourself again? Because regardless of any type of surgery you get, you're going to be in pain. Like, I don't know. Basically, the doctor tells her, listen, you don't have a lot of fat, so we don't have really much to work with, but science has evolved, and we basically got some fat we could take off the shelf. The shelf? Nigga, what? Like, so you want me to use somebody else's fat? Yeah. It's sterilized, it's clean, but, you know, we'll put that in, you make it do what it do. Absolutely the fuck not. No. It's not that deep. It is not that serious. It's never been that serious. Okay, your body looks good. You look good. Keep it cute. Angela's at home with her oldest daughter, Amari. It's either Amara or Amari. Y'all, I'm sorry. It'll be a lot of names, okay? But basically, she tells her that she has been going to her therapist lately and, you know, talking to her basically pretty much about everything that's going on with her daughter and this marriage and everything, all the emotions she felt with that. Now, the dilemma with this is her daughter is married to a woman and they are saying like, hey, you need to tell your siblings that you're married. And her daughter feels like, well, why do I have to tell them? Why can't you tell them? In Angela's defense, she's like, listen, they have thought this girl was your best friend all these years, okay? I feel like it's not my right to tell them. It's your right. You got married. You tell them. Now, she starts to cry. They both starts to get a little emotional, but Angela starts to cry because she feel like she was already hurt because her daughter did not tell her she was getting married in the first place. I can understand that hurt. I can understand that pain, but it happened, babe. It happened. You have to move on. Like, you can't keep beating a dead horse. You have to move on. You know. Like, at this point, it's been so long, you know. Now, in her daughter's defense, she feels like she doesn't want to tell her siblings yet because she feel like it is not normal. Like, it's not normalized. Like, she said she referenced like Disney. Like, you don't see this on Disney Channel and in the princess movies. Like, you always see opposite sex marriages. And I could get that. But girl, y'all live in Atlanta. It's a lot of mixing, mingling, twinkling, and fingling going on in Atlanta, okay? Y'all like to twist shit up, mix shit up, wrap it around, flip it and reverse it. So I don't even understand why you, it's Atlanta. Like, I'm pretty sure they've seen that. Also, the world normalizes it now. So I don't think it's something she should feel a way about, but I get it. I get it. Now, I feel like this next part was a scheme set up by Todd and the producers, because why the fuck, mind you, they don't want the kids to know. So we get a clip of her little brother, who is 11 years old, creeping down the stairs, listening in on their conversation, but they can't see, and they talking about marriage and this and that, and he's still listening. One thing about it, y'all, when y'all try to set up these clips and make it seem like something, or you know, to push the story along, like, oh, the brother ended up hearing, so now he know he was eavesdropping. Y'all can't do that with kids, because kids gonna give it away every single time, baby. Unless they know how to act for real, they gonna give it away every single time. This little boy looked at the camera first off, and the faces he was making, you can't get that type of shit past me. I'm not gullible enough for that, okay? You can't get it past me. We know y'all set this up so he can hear, and then it's gonna end up coming out, oh, he heard when we was talking. Y'all played. Y'all played real bad. Now, the moment starts to get a little heated between the two. Angela says, like, you know what? You're spoiled and entitled. And Amari says, how am I spoiled and entitled when I pay my own bills? She clocked her. I'm sorry, she clocked her on that one, because how? How, if I got rich ass parents and I'm paying my bills, am I spoiled and entitled? Yeah, wrap that conversation up, because you lost that one. Now we get a little montage of clips. We have K Michelle in the studio talking to her team about this country album that she wants to do. Then we have Phaedra at her funeral home talking to her partner. And then we get a clip of Pinky and her daughter, and they're doing a little fashion show for her Milano de Rouge collab. And lastly, we get Shamea talking to her mom while getting her nails done. And she tells her mom that, you know, Angela and her haven't been on the best of terms, but Angela is throwing an event for her mom. And, you know, she wants to go to the event and not muddy up the waters, because it is in honor of her mom. So I love when the girls can be mature. Does it stay that way? No. And I can't wait till we get to that part, because I honestly was disappointed in Angela, because it was like, what the fuck? Drew comes to visit Portia at her home. Now, she brings health shots and chicken. So they take a health shot and it's eat some fried chicken after. Like, it's giving Atlanta. Like, I'm sorry, it's giving Atlanta. Y'all know Atlanta likes to do lemon pepper wings and fucking lemon pepper drinks and put a chicken on top. Y'all seen that photo going around recently? They have a whole chicken wing on top of your drink. It's too ghetto for me. Like, I love a good ghetto time, baby. I am good in ghetto, but that is too ghetto. Now, Drew sits down and she says, so what's going on with this whole Simon revoked your citizenship from Nigeria? Like, you can never go back. She said, girl, I don't know what's going on my damn self. She said, I don't know what's going on my damn self. Why would I trip off being a citizenship being revoked when I can go and visit anytime? And I mean, points was made. At this point, Simon, get over it. Like, get over it. You fell for the okie doke. Portia got what she got. You got what you got. Leave it alone. It is what it is, okay? Now, she says she doesn't mind when her exes bring her up, because every time they do, it means more money for her. The last time Simon brought her up, she made $50,000 in one day off of Go Naked Hair, okay? We love a good coin. She tells Drew that she has a new collab line that she is launching with Go Naked Hair, and Cynthia has agreed to do like a collab with them, and she asks if Drew wants to do a collab. Now they're both really excited. Drew like, oh shit, what difference a year makes? Okay. Portia says in her confessional that she, you know, is really enjoying what her friendship with Drew is right now, and she kind of just wants to, you know, foster that. So Drew says she's excited to do it. She wants to do it, but she wants to do it right this time. And she doesn't want their business to interfere with their friendship. So, you know, as long as they handle everything properly, she's down. She then gives Drew a lesson in chicken eating. And y'all know, you cannot leave no meat on the bone, okay? Black card revoked, because why are you leaving any kind of meat on the bone? Drew gives me that, though. She looks like somebody who leave a little meat on the bone. Like, what the fuck? When I was a kid, I used to eat the gristle. I used to eat the inside of the bone. Like, I don't know. Like, people like bone marrow now. Like, they serve that at the expensive restaurants. What's wrong with me eating it as a kid? Thank you. Now, next we get Kelly with her realtor. They are going to look at homes. She said her moving into Shamea's townhome was temporary, and, you know, basically I was getting she don't want to overstay her welcome. Now, the home they go visit, it's nice. It's nice. It was not nice enough for $7,000 though. It was way too small. I think it was like 3,000 square feet, maybe a little bit over 3,000 square feet, and $7,000 a month. That's expensive. And I live in California. I'm from California. So if I'm from California saying that's expensive, you know it's expensive. Cause what the fuck? 3,000 square feet, $7,000. No, absolutely the fuck not. No. Now, was it nice? Yes, it had nice finishes. It had an elevator. You could say the elevator. Honestly, you could say the elevator. It's a small ass elevator anyway. It's like a closet. Save that. Like, After they finished looking at the space, Kelly asked her, do you think this is something I can afford? Kelly, why the fuck are you asking her that? You know your finances? Can you afford it? Don't piss me off. Cause what? That's your problem. It's like, you just went to go see the financial advisor, boo. Why are you asking the realtor if you can afford it? Then we get a flash across the screen saying her budget is $4,000 a month. No, you're $3,000 over budget, babe. You can't afford it. So her realtor, fuck with her real bad. Cause she said, you know what? I'm gonna keep it real with you. She said, you gonna have to be uncomfortable for a little longer. Like, you gonna have to live below your means, okay? You gonna have to go through some shit. You gonna have to toughen it out. You know, you gonna have to be uncomfortable. And Kelly says she does want to own and buy her own house in a year. So she's like, yeah, on top of that, you need to save. So you gonna have to downsize and it's gonna have to be uncomfortable. She know that though. Like, I don't know if she wanted, yeah, I don't know. Kelly, we get it, you struggling. At this point, I'm kind of tired of seeing the struggle. I'm tired of, you ain't got nothing good going right now. Not one thing. And that's no shade, I promise you. Because we all go through it. But goddamn, I do want to commend Kelly though for keeping it real and being vulnerable about her finances and her struggles and the ugliness of divorce, because usually we do just see, okay, I'm divorced and I'm going through this divorce and you know, but her showing like all the steps, losing her home, or not losing her home, moving out of her home, her business is going through it. Just, I appreciate that. As a viewer, I do appreciate it, but it feel like they just piling it on now. And it's like, damn, I want to see the girl happy too, smiling, happy about something, okay? Very much something. That's all I'm saying. But shout out to you for being vulnerable. And I honestly think it's like a tactic of, let me put this out in the world first, for a bitch to think she can come on this bitch and talk about how broke I am. I already told y'all how broke I am. You can't say shit about it. Like on some Eminem 8 Mile shit. I get it. I ain't mad at it. Now we are back with Angela and her daughter. Angela set up a counseling session for them, which I think is very important, and I'm happy she got right on that shit. Like, we seen it the same episode. Angela don't play that. I fuck with it, okay? Now she is in her daughter's confessional, which she looked really tea, really good. Love that dress. I seen Ariana Madix wear that dress on Love Island this season. Let that dress down. It's real tea. But in her confessional, she says, like, I don't know why my mom think I would be able to tell my siblings when I wasn't even able to tell her. Points is made. Why is Angela's daughter clacking her shit so bad? She's clacking her shit so bad. Points are made. I couldn't even tell your grown ass. You think I'm gonna be able to tell my siblings? Amari tells the therapist, like, listen, our voice of reason is gone. Our mediator is no longer with us. And that was Angela's mom. She's like, when we got in these arguments and we felt these ways, my grandma was always there to kind of like, you know, help us see each other's point of view. She's no longer here. They both get emotional about that. And the therapist kind of gives them like pointers and tips to get through the hard times. Angela says that she wants to have more sessions. Amari agrees. I think this is great. Like, yeah, don't let shit linger, especially with family. Nip it in the bud, figure it the fuck out, move on. Now, it is the day of Maggie Madness. This is the event honoring Angela's mom, which will be a 5-on-5 basketball game. Every housewife have their own team. Angela's team is basically, I don't know if they ex-NBA players or current NBA players, but they played in the NBA, okay? Which is kind of unfair. Like, that ain't really fair, but whatever. Charles is the ref, of course. Everybody come with their team. What's her name? Kelly come in a fucking dress and some heels with socks on. Girl, do you know where you, whatever. Listen, she gotta do whatever she gotta do to make herself feel good. I ain't mad at her, okay? Keep your spirits up. Portia comes with just Mike and his friend. Now, once again, I'm shocked that Mike is still around. Like, when do we get Sway? That's her name. When do we get Sway? Scenes of Sway. I didn't know Mike was gonna be around this long. I am surprised. I'm shocked, okay? Now, they start playing a basketball game. Angela falls down in the first 5 seconds. Embarrassing your husband like that. And then Kelly don't even change out of the heels to play. Looking crazy as fuck. Looking stupid. Anyways, it comes down to Shamea and Angela's team, and ultimately Angela's team wins. She did have NBA players, ex-NBA players, somebody on the team. So is that really shocking? No. She does make a joke and say, you know what? I brought the championship home with us, because her husband never won a championship. That was shady, but it was funny as well. I ain't gonna lie. So they wrap up the event and send like the team members to the lobby area to get some food or whatever. They got tacos, they got ices and shit, you know, some real Atlanta shit. Now the housewives are all talking, and I didn't like this part. This is what I meant when I said, Angela, what the fuck is you doing? And you kind of pissed me off and you made me a little irritated because you are throwing an event honoring your mom. And I feel like, yeah, any other event, let's play, let's do this back and forth, let's talk shit. But at an event honoring your mom, I don't know. I don't know. It ain't that deep. It's not that deep. That was a little, what the fuck to me, like, you know? So basically, she starts to talk to Shamea, and she's like, yeah, you said all these things about my marriage. I mean, not my marriage. You said all these things about my husband, basically saying like, you know, he be outside or whatever. Basically naming all the shit that she felt like Shamea has said or done to her. She said that Shamea said that the shit was set up between her and Phaedra last season. Like, that was set up. Like, they basically did that together because she like, nobody even knew that Angela was coming to that event. Okay. I really don't give a fuck. I'm over that shit. That was last season. But Shamea counters that with, listen, you literally came from my marriage saying that I am helping these basketball teams so I can sleep with them. So I can get close to the players to sleep with them, and I'm fucking on the players. And everybody like, ooh. And that's how you nip some shit in the bud. Cause yeah, don't play with my marriage. Put that shit on the floor in front of everybody, cause this ain't no secret. Cause it ain't no truth there. Now she say, so you didn't sleep with nobody? She was like, no, I didn't. Who? Bring them to me. Point them out. Bring them to me. That's how you shut some shit down right there. Don't even play with it. Cause if you let some shit like that fester, it will grow. Basically they starts to go back and forth. Don't understand why they had that at that event. Like, you couldn't take a page out of Pinky book and keep it cute. You couldn't keep it cute. Clearly not. Now she's like, everybody goes in circles, and basically Cynthia's like, okay, what about you and Drew? Shamea, I thought y'all was like, you know, cool, whatever. And Drew like, well, we tried to talk. She got up and walked away from the table. Shamea said, I walked away because you started to call me a lapdog again. And Portia like, lapdog to who? And Drew just sips her drink. That's what I don't like, because I feel like she was calling Shamea a lapdog to K. Michelle, which I don't think that makes sense. Drew need to look up what the fuck lapdog mean. Don't piss me off. And this is why I don't like Drew, because I feel like she don't stand on her own for real. And I wouldn't necessarily say I don't like her, but I don't really fuck with her character on this show because she don't stand on her own. It's like I don't know, I be low-key feeling like she following. So I feel like honestly, she was just kind of being messy. And yeah, like if you don't stand on your own, I don't respect it. Not gonna lie, I don't respect it. So then after that, pretty much she tried to say, okay, what's going on with you? And Pinky say, oh, what's going on with you and Kay? And Shamea like, what's wrong with me and Kay? Like, we all right. And Kay said that she didn't want to pile on Shamea in that moment because everybody was doing that, and that's what a real friend do. And that's why I fuck with K. Michelle. I don't give a fuck what none of y'all say. But my camera about to die. If y'all made it to the end of this video, please drop a purple heart below. Like, comment, share, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye, y'all.